Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. And unfortunately, we're going to be talking about not another church movie. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. It's really more of just the cons, really. But I guess, let's go with the pros first. I'm going to try to really stretch the definition of like a pro here. Like anything remotely positive. Oh. It's the only movie of its kind out there. That's something, I guess. Um, you got Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. I mean, he's been in everything. Well, not everything, but he's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of noteworthy stuff. You know, is Any Given Sunday. I think that's the first time people really noticed him. Is that Ray, Collateral, then Ray's where he won his Best Actor Oscar. In Collateral, he got supporting actor Oscar. He had nominated for 2 Oscars in 1 year. That is remarkable, and he won one of them. There's Jarhead, which wasn't really a hit, but you know I liked it. um, Dreamgirls, that was a hit. Valentine's Day, that he was like one face out of like 25 at least. Dude, I don't remember him being a dude. I know he was in Horrible Bosses. I know that. Django, big hit. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Uh, let's not talk about that one. And there's the Annie remake, Baby Driver, a movie I love. That was a big hit. He was Electro in No Way Home. No Way Home was damn near made $2 billion, and now we're here with not another church movie. So Jamie Foxx, very, very, very recognizable. He's made some noteworthy stuff, quite a bit of successful stuff. And then we also got Mickey Rourke, who had a very long career, and for a while it just died. But then in the 2000s, he really started the comeback, specifically with Sin City as Marv. That was like considered like his like a comeback vehicle, and a bigger comeback vehicle was The Wrestler. He won the Oscar for that, right? He better have. I'm positive he did. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up just to be sure of that. Did he win the Oscar? Oh, he didn't win. Oh, I thought he did. He got an Oscar though. Well, he got not an Oscar. He got a nomination, so at least there's that. And then he was Whiplash in Iron Man 2, which was also an Immortal, Sin City 2, a movie nobody watched at all, and then not much after that. But he is recognizable, so I'll give him that. And then who is this other guy? Kevin Daniels. I never heard of him in my life. Who is that? Well, he was in a bunch of nothing movies. That's a good sign. But I feel like I need to look him up out on Wikipedia. Maybe I'll know more. Kevin Daniels. What has he been in? Okay, he's been in shows. Let's see. He's in Law and Order, Frasier, Chuck, House, Modern Family. I've never heard of this dude before until now. He's mostly like a TV guy. That definitely explains it. Um, but yeah, now he's making this for some reason. Well, not making it, but he's like one of the main faces of part of it. Who is this Johnny Mac? I'm never. I feel this feels like a fake name to me. Feels like a fake name, like an Alan Smithy or something. Um, But yeah, like you got Jamie Foxx, Mickey Rourke, recognizable. Someone labeled them as pros, and that's it. Cons, just just look at this. Look at the poster. Can you honestly tell me that this looks good in any way? That this looks professional in any way? I don't think you can. Like this looks like some fan made thing, or some fan made like fake movie that you'd see like either like I would see like on Pinterest or someone like made like an AI generated poster of like some fake movie. That's what this looks like to me. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. It's so low effort. It's just terrible. It just looks terrible. So the fact that the movie just looks so just cheap beyond words, I gotta label that as a con. Just for the looks alone, just the poster alone, that's a con right there. Another con is just this whole thing's supposed to be a parody, right? And a spoof, like like scary movie, epic movie, date movie meets Sprung, that type of thing. It's supposed to be like that. And when those movies are happen are those movies can be fairly funny, like if they're executed well. Like the scary movies, the first scary movie is the best one, objectively. And but scary movie 3 and 4, even 2, like they have their moments of greatness. But most of these parody movies are just so bad because it's just non. Instead of actually thinking about jokes, they just throw references or they just throw appearances from like, hey, this is that character from a famous movie, or here's that actor or actress that's like was relevant at the time that we're parodying because it's funny. Like that's all it was. Like look at a disaster movie. That's a fantastic example. It's just non-stop just appearances from like characters from like other movies and shows. It's just terrible. Just like it gives filmmaking a bad name. It gives movies a bad name. And this definitely feels like that. I mean, let's read the synopsis. We got Oprah Windfall. Yeah. Fretting after as her ratings plummet because her talk show and audience need some new blood, calls on God and demands his help. God and his angels decide there's no better choice to replace her than with the hardest working man in the world, Taylor Fair. Okay, I can do this. I can make it through this synopsis. Taylor Ferry, and when the devil overhears this, that's Mickey Rourke, by the way. Oh, Jamie Foxx's God. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. Um, but when the devil overhears this, he comes up with a fiendish plan of his own to disrupt the whole deal, while Taylor prepares for one of his many jobs that mostly entail in helping his dysfunctional but lovable family through their trials and tribulations. God appears and orders him to help Oprah accomplish her mission by writing a movie. By looking at the crazy women in his life, he finds the very substance of the storylines for his screenplay. Like this whole thing is, I mean, I know like the poster is like, oh, it's not. It's basically a Tyler Perry parody, but like if you're gonna make this, you should have done it when Tyler Perry was like pumping out movies left and right like a decade ago. That's when you should have made this. But he hasn't made a Medea movie. Well, it's a theatrical Medea movie in like what's 2019. I know he made one for Netflix a couple years back, but like Medea's over. That craze is over. So this just feels like, why? Why? I don't understand. I don't get it at all. You missed the boat, pretty much. And like these parody movies, like the more successful ones, they take on like more contemporary stuff that's very recent, very current at the time. Like stuff like this, parody movies that parody stuff that's like years and years ago. Primarily, that doesn't work out too well. Like say a superhero movie that parodied Spider-Man, a movie that came out 6 years prior, And Dance Flick, which came out in 2009, parodied Save the Last Dance. That movie came out 8 years prior, so it's not fresh anymore. You gotta do it when it's fresh, and this is very much not fresh. So that's that's definitely a con. Another con. Speaking of not fresh, it's reviews. Yeah, nice segue, right? Um, yeah, reviews for this are predictably they're no good. I don't know anyone on the planet who thought this would have positive reviews, but yeah. Well, there's only 6 reviews, but 17%. Like, I'm not gonna label that as a positive, even though there's only 6 reviews. I doubt the score would go up significantly, even with like 100 reviews. But it's audience score. That there's no cinema score because there's not enough theaters, but it's audience score. I need to see it. I need to know what people are saying. I need to. I need to see this for myself. Ratings. Okay, it's got half star. This is the worst movie I have ever seen. Don't waste your time or money. The producers must have called in a lot of favors to get some of the cast to participate in this film. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jamie Foxx and Mickey Rourke, like a movie like this, feels like they're either doing a favor or the whoever producing this had some dirt on them or whatever, and they're just here against their will. I mean, that's certainly a theory, but yeah, it's just weird they're even a part of this. This is 2 stars. This is it's like they made it up as they filmed. Hopefully others will like it more. Okay. Uh so we got some 5 stars. Uh which is really weird. One of them says finally a true parody. Like parodies never existed until now. Lots of jokes made me laugh, made me cry, edge of my seat, wondering what happens next, waiting for the sequel. I don't know who this is. This is like, probably it's not even a name, it's just a guest. I don't know. Sometimes it's very hard to tell what's genuine and what's just like a trolly comment. This kind of feels trolly in a way. Uh, yeah. Let's look at another really bad one. Just uh oh, here's one. Horrible. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. The comedy wasn't there and the budget was horrible. I never heard anyone call a budget horrible. I've had heard like the movie like cheap or like ass, but the budget being horrible, that's a new one. Should have gone straight to Amazon Prime. Yeah. You could have thrown this on Amazon Prime Video. Like Amazon Prime, that is just a landfill of trash. Of trash no one has ever heard of. Like a bunch of just low effort, just $0 budget movies. Just it's a landfill. Let's just say that. Oh, this review. This is like a good one. I had to walk out and did not finish the entire movie. I couldn't. Thursday, 8 p.m. I'm the only person in the theater. As soon as the movie started, I knew I had made a mistake because I guess of the horrible acting. After 15 minutes, I felt like banging my head on something, but I stuck around for another half an hour hoping it would get better, but it just kept getting worse. During the 45 minutes, I did not laugh, get excited, or show any kind of emotion. Basically, how I felt watching Ant Man 3. It was as if I was watching a washing machine. Okay. I suspected like watching paint dry off the wall, but watching a washing machine. All right. After 45 minutes, I got up and left. Horrible storyline, bad acting at its worst. I like that review. That is definitely someone who watched the movie. Uh, but yeah, like that's like the rest are either like 5 stars or half stars, which is really strange. Like it's either people love it or you absolutely despise it. There's no in between. um, but yeah, it's audience score as it is. It's 50%, so I can't call any of this a con, a pro. So yeah, reviews, audience, all cons. Reaction is a con, so that's you know con. Another con is no one knows this movie exists. It's gotten zero marketing, and not to mention it's released in the same weekend as Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, a movie that actually has marketing surrounding it, that actually has a budget, and people are actually interested in seeing. No one is gonna watch this. So yeah, dealing with a bigger movie this weekend, not to mention just no budget, no marketing, no nothing, labeled that as a con. And yeah, I think that's it. So opening weekend, and I, I don't even know if this is gonna actually. I don't even know if they're gonna release box office numbers. So this kind of feels pointless, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let 500. It was supposed to be in like 1,000 theaters, I think. Let me see, just to make sure. 1,000 theaters. Yes, 1,000 theaters. I don't know how they got that many theaters. Um, I don't know. God, I feel like a million, maybe. I'm gonna say 500K to a million, and its final total less than two. I'm just gonna go with that. And yeah, we're done. We're done for the weekend. Yeehaw. Okay, so we're done with May 10th. May 17th, we got three movies to do. We got Back to Black, If, aka Imaginary Friend, and The Strangers Chapter 1. So stay tuned for those next week. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out more videos like this. Got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year. You want to watch any of them, any of the ones I've done this year or the past few years, want to watch any of them, go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Never talked about this movie once. I don't think. No, no, I didn't, because I didn't. First of all, I didn't even know this existed, and when I did know it existed, I thought it was just gonna be like a have like a limited release or something. I didn't expect it to get a wide release. See, I never talked about it, but I've made 245 episodes of Canceled. The most recent one I made like two-ish hours ago, episode 245, about, and that episode's about 20 years later. Masters of the Universe, Fast 11, Lord of the Rings, Haunt for Gollum, Him, new Jordan Peele movie. That's the newest cancel episode. So if you want to watch that or any other ones I've made on the channel, and want to binge all the cancel episodes, go right ahead. I highly suggest you do that. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for a particular month. Um, April recap, I will do that next week. I'm gonna have to will myself. I will have to will myself to do it, but I will do it. I will get it done. So stay tuned. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.